In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Welcome, my dear grade 9 students. This is a new lesson from Module 9, Lesson 9B, Read A and B. You can find it in your Students Book page 98, Workbook page 93. To start with, we are going to illustrate the lesson objectives. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to recognize some abbreviations used in measurement. Match 6 instructions with pictures after skimming the text. Now let's go to Students Book page 98. 1. Read. Here you can see some abbreviations. What do you think these abbreviations stand for? This abbreviation stands for the word kilometer. This one, kilogram. This one, Celsius. This one stands for minute. The letter L here stands for liter. Now, what do they measure? A kilometer is used to measure distance. Kilogram is used to measure mass and weight. Celsius is used to measure temperature. Minute is for time. Liter is for liquid and capacity. Now, where can you see them? We can see these words in instructions, manuals, cookbooks, on packages, on road signs, or at petrol stations. Now let's start with the pre-reading activity on Students Book page 89, which will be recognition of some new vocabulary items. As you see in this picture, what do we use a brush for? We use a brush to apply color. Apply is a verb that means to use something or to use a tool to cover a surface with something. For example, she applied the paint very carefully with a very thin brush. Have you ever seen this in your kitchen? We call this an electric mixer. It is an electrical appliance that is used to mix different ingredients together. For example, the chef at this restaurant uses an electric mixer to make desserts. How do you like this beautiful cake? What is this white thing on its surface? We call it icing sugar. It's sugar in the form of powder. Mom covered the cake with some icing sugar to make it look snowy. In this picture, you can see this child trying to reach out for the box or the bottle, which might contain something dangerous. So we need to keep it out of reach of this child. This means to have something in a place that somebody cannot get to or have access to. For example, don't forget to always keep medicine out of reach of children. This is a picture of the stomach, and as you can see here, it's empty. Do you think it's correct to take medicine on an empty stomach? I don't think so. On an empty stomach means without having anything to eat. I never go to the gym on an empty stomach because I get dizzy. I think most people like orange juice. What is happening here? Someone is pouring orange juice. To pour means to make a liquid flow in a stream from one place to another. For example, he poured some juice in his glass and drank it quickly. What can you see in this picture? Someone is mixing sugar and eggs. Here we can use the verb stir. It means to move something such as food around in order to mix it up using a tool. For example, she stirred the sugar and eggs together before pouring in the milk. What do you think these packets here contain? They contain seeds. What is a seed? It's part of plant from which a new plant can grow. For example, my mother bought some flower seeds to plant in our garden. Now let's start the while reading activity in Student's Book page 98. Exercise B. Read the instructions below quickly, skim, and match them with the pictures A to F. So, what are we going to do now? We are going to read these instructions and try to match them with these pictures. Before we start reading, let's answer this question. What are these pictures and what do they show? Picture A here shows a diagram. Picture B, as it shows from the title, it's a cookbook cover. Picture C is a medicine box. Picture D is a packet of dried soup. Picture E is a packet of seeds. The last picture, F, it's a box of hair dye. Now, please pause the video, read the instructions, and try to match them with the correct pictures. Now let's read the instructions and see which picture matches each one of them. Number 1. Stir about half cup dry mix into 1 cup hot water. Cover and let it stand for 10 minutes. Serve. The picture that matches this instruction is D. Why did we choose D? Because here we have dry mix, and this is a picture of a tomato soup dry mix. Number 2. It's best to take this medicine on an empty stomach, 1 hour before or 2 hours after meals. Shake well before each use. Keep out of reach of children. The picture that matches this instruction is C. Why did we choose C? Here we are talking about a medicine, and penicillin here is a medicine. Number 3. Fill a large pot with 1 kilogram of soil. Make 1 centimeter holes in the soil. Try to keep them 5 centimeters apart from each other. Plant 2 seeds in each hole. Water regularly. The picture that matches this instruction is E. Why did we choose E? Because here we are talking about seeds, and this is a picture of basil seeds. Number 4. As you can see in number 4, we have here 3 steps. Number 1. Pour half liter of cream into an electric mixer bowl and mix for a few minutes. 2. Add about 7 tablespoons of icing sugar. Mix until the whipped cream is thick. 3. Serve immediately. Helpful hints. Make sure the cream is cold. If you plan to add any flavorings such as vanilla or spices, remember to add them with the sugar. The correct answer here is B. Why did we choose B? This is a recipe, and recipes can be found in cookbooks. Number 5. Mix dye with 120 milliliters hot water and leave for 10 minutes. Wear gloves to protect your hands. Apply with a 5 centimeters brush. Make sure you cover hair completely. Leave for 60 minutes. Shampoo hair. The correct answer here is F. Why did we choose F? Because this is a picture of color change, and here we are talking about dye to change the color of hair. Number 6. Make your own birdhouse. You will need a thin piece of wood, 60 centimeters long and 45 centimeters wide. Use a ruler to draw the shapes accurately, as shown in the diagram, before you cut them out. The correct answer here will be A. Why did we choose A? This is a diagram, and here we have some shapes. So you can use these shapes in order to make your own birdhouse. Now, let's practice the new vocabulary by going to Workbook Page 93 and doing exercise B. In this exercise, you are going to circle the correct words. Each sentence contains two options. Now, please pause the video, read the sentences, and try to choose the correct words. Now, let's check the answers together. Number 1. Can you stir the bowl with water, please? The correct answer is fill. Number 2. You shouldn't drink coffee in an empty stomach. The correct answer is very good. On an empty stomach. Number 3. 2 months after we had planted the seeds or spices, the flowers started to grow. The correct answer is seeds. We plant seeds of flowers. Number 4. The river is very wide, thick, and it takes 20 minutes to cross. The correct answer is wide. Number 5. Keep the medicine out of reach of children. The correct answer is keep it out of reach of children. Number 6. Fiona decided to draw a picture of the hat that she wanted to make. The correct answer is draw a picture. Number 7. Pour the milk into the bowl and mix for about 5 minutes. The correct answer here is pour. Number 8. Remember to add 2 tablespoons of vanilla soil in your mix. It will make your cake even tastier. Of course, when we make a cake, we add vanilla. Now, we have come to the end of our lesson today. Thank you for watching. Study hard and keep safe.